guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, currently 3:35 in the afternoon. I know it's a late start, I know, but had a lot going on in the morning for my W2 job. It's open enrollment time, so people are signing up for benefits, insurance, all that stuff. So I didn't get home until like 7. Took a shower, knocked out. Woke up, it was 2 o'clock, and I was like, man, that sucks. Missed out on lunch, buddy. It's okay, it's gonna happen. So right away, I looked at the scheduling page, nothing interesting, and I'm like, 2 o'clock, I can still make the Macy's drop. So I scheduled on Macy's around 2:30. Got here, I was just tweaking my videos coming out later today for me, yesterday for you guys. And basically just waited, right? I turned my dash on around 2:45. Got some trash, you know, low paying orders, 425s, 550s, random orders. Now today is the last day before the great reset in my area, where people are gonna reset their acceptance ratings and whatnot. So I wonder how tomorrow is gonna be, if it's gonna be different for me, same, who knows. But anyways, I get this order here from Macy's, and I haven't gotten an order this good in a long time. $111 is the payout with some change. 10 deliveries. Now we do gotta go to Maryland, but that's okay. I'll go to Maryland for the $111, no problem. So we're actually making our way there now. But typically I leave Macy's around 3 o'clock, 3:05, but today, well, first of all, I had 10 orders, which is already a lot. But the problem was the service help, whatever you want to call them, the Macy's employees, they wanted to do the orders one at a time, right? And the lady that was supposed to help me, I'm like, hey, I'm picking up orders for Doordash. She's like, how many do you have? She's like, I'm like, I have 10. She's like, oh, I leave work soon. Could you wait for him to finish? Because, you know, I leave soon. So basically, I had to wait behind Adam, another Dasher. He had 4 orders. But the lady that was helping him out was doing it one at a time also. And I'm like, dude, now I got to wait behind you. So I don't know how long this is going to take. And then there was another guy at the end helping somebody else out. And when he was finished, he started helping me out. And he was doing 5 at a time instead of 1 at a time. So, you know, that kind of helped out a lot. But in the end, I still waited a long time. I mean, what more can I do, right? It's all good. You know, here we are, you know, on the road. We're like 40 minutes away from the first drop-off in Maryland. So hopefully it all works out. And we'll see you guys in Bethesda, Maryland. Okay, guys, we're still making our way here towards Maryland. Now, this is what I was trying to avoid. But I knew once I was still at Macy's around 3:30 that I was going to hit it inevitably. There's traffic. And this is the traffic that pisses me off because there's no reason for it. There's no accidents. Yeah, people don't know how to merge, but it shouldn't cause this much of a backup. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Very annoying, although it happens, like I say, every single time I go to Maryland around this time, which is why I'm glad that I'm doing these orders first, because I definitely don't want to end up over here around 5:30, 6 o'clock. So, just wanted to show you guys some of the traffic that we're dealing with. See you guys soon.
Style is the answer to everything. A fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art.
Okay guys, we are in the great state of Maryland now, known for terrible drivers and worse roads. Now we're only 4 minutes away here from the first drop off. There's a lot of traffic right now, but I'm trying to get out of Maryland as fast as possible before 5 o'clock. Now I have a couple of orders that I need to drop off here, but the first two are actually to the same guy. I guess maybe he ordered at different times or something, so that he has two different orders. But yeah, that one's only 3 minutes away, so hopefully we can get that out of the way. No issues. And the area that I'm in, it's not a bad area, it's nice, but the parking kind of sucks unless like you're in the right neighborhood. So I'm really hoping that when I pull up to this house, I don't have any issues parking, so we shall see. Okay guys, we got the first two dropped off. He was waiting for me outside, but with Macy's orders, there is no hand to me option, so I have to be like, hey, let me take a photo real quick. Kind of awkward sometimes because some of them are like holding it. You know what I mean? But anyways, we got those two dropped off. So we got 23 bucks for those two deliveries, 23 bucks. Now the next one, literally less than a mile down the road. According to them, we're gonna get a $6.50 for this order. So I don't know, but then I guess it just matters at the end, you know, because sometimes you get more, but you don't really know where it's coming from, if that makes any sort of sense. So anyways, let me get this one dropped off. Right now we're like in downtown Bethesda, and we'll see you guys soon. Alrighty guys, so we are stuck in traffic, as you can see here. But you know what? I've actually never been to Bethesda or Chevy Chase, technically, where I'm at this time. It's actually really nice area. Just a lot of traffic, a lot of lights that are really close to each other for whatever reason. But we've dropped off 2 more orders since we last spoke. Now we have 2 more left here in Maryland, and then after that we're gonna book it towards Arlington in Virginia. I'm trying to get out of here as fast as possible because the closer it gets to 5:30, the worse traffic gets, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Right now this one is technically not too far away, but because of the traffic, it's just gonna take like 14 minutes to go 2 miles. So yeah, but overall, hey, I wish I could, like, you know, book these orders in advance. You know what I mean? Imagine knowing that you have a $111 order for tomorrow. Jesus, you know what I mean? But you know, sometimes it's just all luck. Sometimes we get orders that are like big, like this one, and then other times 20 bucks going 20 miles. You know, it is what it is. Anyways, let me get the next 2 dropped off, and then we'll see you guys when we're heading back towards Virginia. Okay guys, we're back in the Dashmobile. I know I told you I was gonna see you guys in Virginia, but this is what I'm talking about. Okay, look at this screenshot of the payout. Like, I get it. I get that I get $21.50 out of it, but I just don't understand. Like, it says base pay $6.50, so is the rest a tip? You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of confusing the way it works here with the Macy's orders sometimes. But hey, it's all good now. We got 1 more left here in Maryland, and it got really cold all of a sudden. Like, it got super windy. Right now it's 49, so it's a little bit chilly for sure. But yeah, we got 1 more here left in Maryland, and then we're gonna head back towards VA. Hopefully we can be on our way by 5. It's 4:47 right now. The next one's only 9 minutes away. But yeah, just being on that bridge between 5 and 6, it's a nightmare, and I don't think we're gonna be able to avoid it, which really sucks. So anyways, see you in a bit. Okay guys, we got the last order from Maryland dropped off. Now we have a 18-minute drive to Arlington, which honestly is not bad at all. Now with this one, it does say that it needs a signature from the customer. That's the only time you could ever do a hand it to me. So I'm really hoping they're there, because if not, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to hit the, you know, I can't reach the customer, then wait for forever and all that stuff. So yeah. But yeah, 18 minutes towards Arlington is not bad at all, because trust me, right now traffic can be a hell of a lot worse going towards Virginia. So we shall see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so we actually just left Maryland. I didn't even realize this. We're actually in DC right now. So we're gonna cut through DC to get back to Arlington. But yeah, so right now we're officially in DC. We're 11 minutes away from the drop-off. It is a handed to me, like I said earlier. I'm not a fan of those because I feel like people are usually not home for these packages. But I think they have to choose to pick the hand deliver option. Unless I'm delivering, I think, maybe a high ticket item. I don't know. But yeah, so definitely an interesting day. I'm glad that it's working out the way it is. And I'm hoping that we can get back from Springfield back towards Tyson's to do a little bit of dinner before I gotta go to work. But it's all gonna depend on how fast we can, you know, finish doing the deliveries, of course. Now, I don't know what's going on over here. Some of these roads are so confusing in DC. Lots of like, have you ever seen those memes of like the no parking like signs, and it's like everything just contradicts each other, or like if you don't know what it is, it's like you need permit parking and no parking between this time and this time and this and that. It's like that's literally DC. All the no parking signs, all that you can't do this, you can't do that. But if you have a permit, or it's between this time and that time, if the sun is down, you know, so many things, so many things. Now, did you guys see random segue of just football for a second? The commentary from Russell Wilson, from Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman about about Russell Wilson. That they basically said, hey, we can't even text this guy because we gotta talk to his team. That's crazy, you know, for them to be at that level and playing together for so long that you can't even reach him directly. Like you gotta talk to his manager or whatever. That's kind of weird, you know. I was just watching the Pat McAfee segment on it, which was really interesting. I wonder if like maybe some animal died over here, because I see a lot of crows just circling around and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, we're basically almost out of DC. This is a nice part of DC, by the way, pretty nice. But yeah, so basically we're gonna be there around 5:15, and Arlington's traffic can be kind of heavy also, but I'm just trying to book it out of there like as fast as possible, because you know we want to make a little bit of dinner. Maybe we can get to 150. That would be cool if we can somehow get to 150, considering how late we started, you know. Of course, a chunk of that is coming from Macy, so you know, I get it. Oh, this turn is gonna take a while, because it's like one of those where people have to let you go, and you know, people are assholes when they drive. Honestly, if I was on the other side, I would not let them go either. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest right there, you know, because we have a stop sign, but they don't have a stop sign. You know what I mean? So, anyhow, let me see here. Let me go. We're gonna have to interject ourselves in there, because if not, no one's gonna let us go. Bet. Boom. Just like that, we interjected ourselves. It's the only way. So, anyways, we shall see you guys back in Virginia. Okay, guys, this has to be one of the most confusing roads. I've been in this road a couple of times, and basically, depending on the time of day, it changes the way the traffic flows, which is so confusing. Like, if you don't know this and you're just following the road, you're probably thinking, what the heck are we all doing? Because technically right now, I'm in a turning lane / the lane that's going the opposite direction, you know, which is so weird. I remember the first time I ever drove here, I'm like, yo, am I crazy? Are people crazy? Like, what's going on? But yeah, this is definitely not one of my favorite roads, that's for sure. It's so weird and strange, and I don't think I've seen that anywhere else, that the lane is used differently depending on the time of day. You know what I mean? So definitely interesting. Have you guys ever seen that before in your markets or anywhere you've ever driven? So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show you guys. I tried to record as much of it as I could, just to show you. But right now, we're still technically in DC / Maryland. We're about to cross to Virginia once we go over this bridge right here. But yeah, definitely, again, not my favorite place to drive. The little part is so strange, because I'm thinking like, what if I'm going the wrong way? You know what I mean? Anyways, just wanted to show you guys that. See you in a bit. Okay, guys, so we got here to the first package in Virginia, and it was handed to me. So I get there, ringing the doorbell, no answer. I call him, and he's like, hey, yeah, I don't know why it told me I needed a signature. I was like, well, I'm not sure. He's like, well, I'm not home. So what happens? I'm like, oh, it's okay. I can take a photo of it. I just got to wait a few minutes. So we're just waiting in the car, because I didn't feel like waiting outside his door, because I know he can see me because he's a little Nest Cam. So we left the package there. I'm just going to go back in about 2 minutes and just take the photo, move on. So it is what it is. But yeah, so just want to give you guys a quick little update. Okay, guys, so we got the order dropped off, and I had an interesting conversation here with another driver, but a UPS driver, because we were both delivering to the same house, right? So I went back up to take the photo, and he's like, hey, are you delivering? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, well, you know, we're hiring. Like, starting pay, it's like $25 an hour, but after 4 years, you can make $40 an hour. And think about the overtime. And I'm like, $40 an hour? He's like, right now we're hiring like crazy. We need drivers bad. At UPS, we need like 100 more drivers. And I was like, I'm about to look into that. I mean, he did say $40 after 4 years, so I'm not sure how much you start making when you first get hired. But $40 an hour, that's pretty good for literally delivering packages. You know what I mean? So if you have any UPS drivers in the chat, let me know if that's true, or if people's telling me smoke or what. But yeah, 40 bucks an hour, that sounds pretty good. Anyways, we got that one dropped off. Now we got a 15-minute drive here for the next one, and I have no idea where I'm at. I've never been in this part of Arlington because everything looks so green and spread out. The Arlington that I know is high rises, traffic, bars, clubs. So this must be the nice part where people actually live and stuff. So we got a big golf course. Oh man, the sun. But anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we just dropped off the second to last order, and I just realized that we're sitting at $112.50. But my original offer was $111, right? With some change for everything. So we're already like $10 over, basically. And the last one's paying $11.50. So if there isn't anything on top of this one, we're gonna finish around $123, if I'm not mistaken, which is awesome. Now this is basically the furthest one out. You guys can see that. See, we got $112.50. The last one's paying $11.50, and it's a small hike, but it's all good. We're actually gonna be there like 30 minutes early, and I think I should have enough time to drive back to Reston. I'm gonna go to Reston because I'll be closer to work. So we shall see how it all goes. But hey, worst case scenario, we've basically done 10 orders, $123 at least, you know? So to me, that's a win. That's a huge win. Imagine if I would have dashed earlier. But you see, I can't do that. I can't do the whole imagine, because what if by me working earlier I would have missed out on this order? You know what I mean? It's too many what ifs. So I try not to do that, even though I do it all the time. So anyways, let me get this last one dropped off, and then we'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, we got the last order dropped off here. Let's see how much are we gonna get. Completed delivery. Let's see. Okay, so we got 124 instead of getting 111. So we actually got, you know, significantly more. So as you can see here, we're way out of our zone. So we're just gonna go ahead and end the dash, and we're actually gonna start back up. We're looking at there's a peak pay in Tyson's, but we're too far away from Tyson's to get back, so it doesn't make any sense. We're gonna go ahead and end the dash here. Let's see. Now, can we dash in the zone that we're in now? I think we can. Look at that. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit dash now. I'm in Annandale, I guess, technically. We're gonna hit dash now for a little bit till 7:30. We're gonna start dashing. So hopefully we can get to 150. As you can see, they're still trying to get me to reset my rating. Today is the last day before the great reset in my market. So hopefully we'll get a couple of orders here. I'm probably gonna move because I'm still standing in front of the customer's house. I'm not really too familiar with this area, to be honest, for dashing. I've been here a couple of times, so I'm not sure. Saying there's a Five Guys as a hot spot, so we'll see how long it takes for us to get hopefully a couple of orders. Again, if we could make, you know, 150, that would be awesome. So hopefully we can make that happen, and we shall see you guys back on the road. Okay guys, so we were heading towards Five Guys, right? That was the hotspot that I chose. But then we got this offer from this place that of course I've never been to before, not my zone. Osteria Marzano. Sounds like an Italian spot, so we're gonna put an Italian accent on it. Now, it was showing us $18.50. $18.50. That's a pretty nice payout. It is going kind of far, 12 miles. Now, I'm about 5 miles from the place, I think, when I got the order, so not too bad. So this is gonna be our last order of the day, because after that, we're gonna have to book it all the way back to my W2 job, which is kind of far. But I think if I get on the highway, I should be fine. But I think I'm gonna get a little bit on top of this. Now, it does have over $100 worth of food. It's $118, if I'm not mistaken. After, you know, accepting the order, I looked at the widget. So I think today, assuming, man, if there's something on top of this, we could hit 150. I mean, we're gonna have to get very lucky, but who knows? Anyways, let me get to the restaurant, and then we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, we got the order picked up here from the, I forgot what it was called, but it's like randomly like in an office building, Osteria Marzano. But the food was ready, so shout out to them. I can tell they have a lot of theft going on probably for the orders, because they had like 6 or 7 signs. Check in with the hostess. Do not take the food. Check in with the hostess. But anyways, we're 22 minutes away here from the drop-off. Definitely our last order, because I've already calculated with the GPS. I'm gonna be at work exactly at the time that I'm supposed to be there at. Not a minute before, not a minute after. So hopefully we can shave off some time. I'm not a huge fan of like running late, or like, you know, basically I don't like rushing unless I have to, you know what I mean? So Anyways, it's only 9 miles away, about 20 minutes. Luckily though, I think it's gonna pay more. It's a lot of food. It looks like a fancy spot for sure. So hopefully it all works out, and we shall see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, it's actually like 20-30 minutes after I did the last drop off. I forgot to record the outro like a dummy. But the order ended up being almost $25. Let's go. We finished just shy of 150 bucks. No complaints from today. Now tomorrow is the start of this new pilot program in my market, so we shall see how it goes. You guys stay safe, be smart, take orders that make sense to you. Everyone's market is different, so do what works for you. We shall see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Peace.